The legend of the Grand Master, an allegorical narrative laying out the ideological foundations and organizational principles of Freemasonry, took shape in Great Britain in the second half of the 17th century, when a group of English esotericists initiated the creation of Masonic lodges based on earlier elite associations of Scottish builders and craftsmen. This legend has biblical roots. According to it, the Phoenician king sent to King Solomon to aid in the construction of the Jerusalem temple a skilled craftsman named Hiram. He was a genius architect, builder, sculptor, and stone carver, and his mother was a widow, hence the Masonic self-designation, Children of the Widow. Hiram divided all artisans involved in the temple's construction into three categories: apprentices, fellow crafts, and finally, masters themselves. Each group received a distinct password or sacred word, establishing the necessary internal hierarchy. However, among the fellow crafts, there appeared three agitators who refused to accept the Grand Master's authority and decided to force him to reveal the password used for the higher degrees. Their names sounded almost identical: Jubella, Jubello, and Jubellum, formed from the name of the Phoenician god Bel, or Baal. These three conspirators stationed themselves at the temple's three doors, south, west, and east, and, awaiting the Grand Master's approach, threatened him with death should he refuse to disclose the secret. Met with resolute refusal, they carried out their threat, using their working tools as the instruments of murder: a ruler, a square, and a mallet, each striking where he had originally stood, because Hiram, seeking escape, rushed from one door to another. The body was then hidden in an inaccessible place, marked by a flowering shoot of acacia. King Solomon dispatched masters to search for the missing Hiram, and soon they discovered both the fresh grave and the Grand Master's body. Since no one knew whether Hiram had divulged the ineffable word or had taken the secret with him to the grave, it was immediately decided to replace it with a new one. This new collective password for those initiated into the higher mysteries of the craft became the exclamation, "Mak benach," the corpse has decayed, uttered by one of the masters at the sight of the sorrowful remains. In the end, the murderers are captured and executed, and Hiram's corpse is laid to rest within the temple he was never destined to behold in all its splendor. From that moment, the Grand Master came to be regarded as the supernatural patron of all who take part in erecting the invisible temple of the human spirit. In the Masonic ritual of admitting neophytes, each participant must identify with one of the dramatis personae of the cultic legend, while the candidate for the degree of Master Mason is obliged to symbolically retrace the mortal path of the first of the masters. The entire outward setting of the ceremony, funereal drapery, wavering candlelight, the somber tones of ritual chants, was designed to create the emotional atmosphere needed to achieve maximal cathartic effect. Beyond its primary liturgical function, the legend also served as a field for intensive efforts to uncover the deeper esoteric and cosmological meanings allegedly embedded by its creators. To this end, the text includes numerous hidden hints and cues, secret symbols, and numerological mysticism, intended to attune the initiate to a meditative and mystical state. Thus, for example, the six-pointed Star of Solomon can be interpreted as the union of two core Masonic emblems, the compasses and the square. It must be admitted, however, that the multitude of commentaries and interpretations has substantially obscured the legend's meaning, apparently also intended by its creators, the Grand Masters of occult conspiracy.